Hi guys, you're here with Lulu Mystique. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Guys, if my messages do resonate with you, please do like, subscribe and share. It just helps with the algorithm and it helps the sister out. Anyway, let's crack on with today's reading. I've already pulled some cards and the energy that is coming through. Oh, the there is a very extremely strong ancient Egyptian energy here, and I'm hearing it's almost like, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a sisterhood. There is heavy energy here about initiations. We've got Ishtar here, we've got Hathor. I'm also feeling the energy of Nefertiti coming through. Isis is out on the table. We've got the Sirius star system, and it's all interconnected, okay? So the governing energies that are here, we've got Kathumi, okay, which is initiation experiences. So your current situation is initiating your gifts. And this just feels like a continuum from the past two readings. So just bear with me on this one, okay? And then we've got Sopdet, okay? This is cosmic power, okay? A very ancient cosmic power of unlimited potential and a sacred mission, and again a double portion of an initiation. Okay, so remember, I don't know if you didn't catch the last reading, I'd suggest you go and listen to it, but there was a heavy energy that was focusing on the Earth Star chakra, okay, and it came out also that you had to be very grounded into it, because the energy that will be coming through the crown chakra and above is going to be so magnificent. You need to be heavily grounded, okay? And this energy is coming through, okay? And then we've got Ishtar, and again, collective, it's heavy on inner learnings, follow your heart, and the truth will always prevail. We've got it's a lot here, okay? Then we've got the pillar of light, which is the descendant of the star of Isis, and then we've got the brothers in darkness here, which is overcoming negative energy with feminine power. This energy is also very much leaning into, again, karmic releases, okay? Healing your lineage and boundaries. And for some of you, there's something that has been extremely major that you have overcome for your bloodline. You may not even recognize what has happened. And I hope this makes sense. Like, you've done something, you cleared an energy out of your bloodline. And some of you are walking around and you don't even realize what you've done. All the while, your ancestors are celebrating you. And things are happening. It's like, I don't even want to say like a Forrest Gump energy. I don't even know if that is the right energy, but it's almost given, and I know this sounds really bad, it's almost like Dumb and Dumber. Like, you're so ignorantly in bliss of what has happened, and you're walking around and it's like all this good luck is just being attracted to you, and it's like you're walking down the pathway, all this good luck is it's like you're a magnet for good luck, but behind you can just see all the chaos and destruction, okay? And the chaos and destruction, what's happening behind you is all the bullshit of people, okay? The people who tried to trip you up, who tried to make you feel less than. They're in this world of chaos behind you, and you're in this utopia of bliss and positivity, and shit's just working, and you're like, wow, I haven't had it this good for a long time. But you're not looking back and you don't even realize what's happening behind you. It's quite amazing. So anyway, we've also got karmic board clearing. So again, energetic clearing, rewriting your story and living in your truth. And this message is so important because it keeps on coming out how important it is to free yourself from the old you, okay? And sometimes in life, like, things will trigger us back into old habits. And this is where you really have to have faith in yourself and be strong. And sometimes you're gonna have to pray for protection even against your own self. Okay, just so that you don't fall back into these habits that are of self-sabotage and feeling extremely crappy about yourself and not believing in yourself. Okay, so sometimes when you do pray, if you do pray for your protection against your own internal thoughts. Okay, because sometimes it's the residue of what people have left in you that you now have self-affirmed, that you now believe to be the real you, and it's not. Okay, so protect yourself against your own thoughts sometimes as well, and always check in, like, is this really me, or is this like an energy trying to attack me through my mental state, or is it trying to attack me through my heart space? Okay, really check in with yourself. And if you're recognizing that this energy has just hit you out of nowhere, like, the quickest ritual you can tell it to do is fuck off. Like, you don't need to be lighting candles and burning sage. Like, you just need to stand up and say, I don't know who you think you are, but get out of my head, get out of my heart, get out of my aura, just fuck off. That's the quickest prayer sometimes. And I know it sounds away, and it may not sound as, spiritual as most would like, but sometimes that's the easiest way to cut energy, is just to tell it to fuck off. Okay? So anyway, to carry on with this reading, we've got the Sirius star blessing. So Spirit, your ancestors really want you to know right now that yes, now is the time. Again, proceed to be seen and push through all the bullshit. Okay, I'm being given this image of a caterpillar in its cocoon transforming into a butterfly, and you are at that stage in your journey where you are emerging from that cocoon, and emerging from it sometimes can feel like the hardest part of the journey, because you've outgrown the cocoon, you're bigger than it, and you're having to birth yourself through it. Okay, and you're going to get stuck in certain places. You still need to wiggle. Keep on wiggling, wiggle yourself out of it. Okay, again, you've outgrown You've outgrown the bullshit, okay? And it's time to really just spread your wings and really show the world who you are. Show yourself who you are. You're going to amaze yourself, okay? And again, we've got Hathor, light code. So light immersion, full system upgrade, and a power recall. And again, I'm being shown the chakras. Some of you need to get into, is it Egyptian Reiki? This energy it's deep. There's a deeper energy healing for some of you that you need. If you've already done the normal standard Reiki, you may need to divulge into other forms of Reiki, whether it's the Egyptian Reiki. There's so many different forms of it out there. But I feel like for some of you, you're going to get a bigger picture by getting initiated through these different ways of doing it. So you've got this traditional Reiki, you've got angelic Reiki, you've got Egyptian Reiki. I don't even know, there's so much out there. But some of you may just it doesn't take for you to have to go and do a full course, but read up on it. There's information out there that you need to collect, okay, for your own internal healing, and then again something you can gift the world with. Yeah, that came through very heavy. And again, we've got this card here, Journey to Wholeness, and this card is imbued, it's beautiful with all the chakra colors. So again, energy healing, really understanding what the chakras are and how they affect your organs also, and how the energy and the light in them, if they're not rotating on their axis, how it can affect the organs surrounding, because your chakras are literally like an energy point that give your organs life, if that makes sense. Some of you may not believe this or whatever, but each to their own. But it's almost like a little power pack for a system in your body, okay? And you need to make sure that it is fully charged and it's got enough light and energy to give the rest of your organs and your body the energy it needs. And these energy points extend out into your aura as well. So always make sure that you're shining as bright as you can. And the bigger your aura is actually the more protection you're going to get, okay? Because it's going to be harder to penetrate you, okay? It's when we're sick and we're a bit bruised and battered that our auric field just kind of crumbles a bit, and then all these spiritual and psychic attacks can just really invade our bodies, okay? And we also have to bear in mind, as while we're working with energy and our energy points and our chakras and our auric fields, we also have to remember through the foods we eat we also have parasites. So we're being attacked from every angle on this planet Earth. So again, making sure when I say we're getting back to nature, it's not just about sitting in nature and absorbing the sunlight. Getting back to nature and understanding how herbs work to clear out our bodies and our systems, and how is it beneficial to us, because what may work for me may not work for you. So if you need to do a parasite cleanse, you need to experiment with your herbs and understand, okay, this one's a bit harsh on my system, but this one's a bit lighter, so maybe I should go with this one. Getting back to nature and really healing yourself from the inside out. And again, it's something that came out in the last reading with the deep cellular healing, okay? And really activating our mitochondrial DNA, getting access into the gifts, activating our gifts, understanding them, having our visions and believing in them, and taking the steps we need to become that fulfilled version of ourselves, okay? We've also got high heart chakra, ecstatic bliss. So again, the heart, the head, the mind, the heart, and the gut. These are like major like mini control panels to our system. And for some of us, the heart space, if you've been working on your heart space, great. But you really need to start to really chime in with that self-love, okay? And activating that higher love, that unconditional love, okay? It's showing me that energy of Jesus and Buddha, okay, and people on that same stature, being in full alignment, that sacral energy, that, say sacral, but that's the chakra energies, making sure all your energy points are fully blossoming, okay, and having that energy of a Buddha or a Jesus Christ, where you're I'm getting choked up on words here, you are just exuding love and healing and positive energy. You're going to be a magnet for people, okay? But you also have to be aware that sometimes your light is going to attract moths, so you have to make sure that you are staying fully protected. And the next card here is the luminescence, and again, it's like I said, like drip drip. People want to bottle what you have because there is something magnetic, healing, special about you, okay? Wherever you go, people are going to be drawn to you. People are going to want to sit with you, speak with you. They want you to help them, okay? And you're going to have to embrace this part of you. Okay, again, it's giving me that mentor, master teacher. You walk with this master teacher energy, okay? People see your light. You need to start to see it too and believe in it. All right. We're going to go back here. We've got Lemurian shamans. So again, a lot of you are working on dissolving the shadows. Okay. And again, going beyond the fear and really, it's bringing me to that. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. You have to walk through the bullshit to come out of the other end. Okay. Do not fear it, because there is light at the end of that tunnel. And again, this card is mentioning initiations. Okay. There is something so special coming. It's just, it wants to just, it's choking me with the words again, like this energy that is there for you. There is a system. This Egyptian energy is coming forward again, and it's like sacred initiations into certain houses. That's what it is. Okay, some of you may be from the house of Hathor. Okay, some of you are cosmic midwives. Some of you are coming from the house of Isis. Okay, divine mothers, the house of Nefertiti, the house of Ishtar, the house of Nefertari. All of these very special queens is from their day and time that hold on to very unique magical information. This is encoded in your DNA. You are a descendant of them. And for the men, I'm not forgetting you guys, the divine brothers out there, okay? You may be from the house of see, I know them by different names. So Isis, her counterpart. Okay? Then you've got Akhenaten. You've got, I can't remember the name, that leaves me, Tutankhamun. Okay, you are coming from these divine houses. Now, Isis, I know him Asare. I don't know how you guys pronounce it. This is how I know it by. Some of you are coming from these houses. And again, it's also touching on this divine counterpart essence. Some of you are going to be coming into divine counterparts because it needs that full immersion of the feminine and masculine energy. okay, the two becoming one, that unison, okay, is needed. And for some of you, and not all of you, some of these activations will happen when you come into connection with your divine counterpart. But for some of you, you need to be ready. And you're going to get your downloads, your upgrades. These initiations will happen. And then when you guys come together, it's going to be like a big bang moment. Okay. So again, it's very important that you work on getting through these shadow moments and really going inwards. It's that inner healing journey right now for you to be exposed to this energy. Okay. Now, what's come out next is we've got Crystal Child, and we've also been hit with the Indigo Child. Okay, so some of you may be of that generation of indigo children, and some of you may be crystal children, like the first generation, because to me, there's many generations of it. So your natural core, pure innocent, removing falsehood, you are a seer. So again, all these negative connotations that people have just been spitting onto you since you was a child, making you have no self-esteem, lack of confidence, like you, this is the great removal. Okay, it's like this shield is being lifted, and now you're actually seeing yourself for the first time in the mirror and going, wow, none of that was me. And now you're like, okay, so who am I then? Okay. And then for some of you, the Indigo Child is you're here to inspire. It's that heart healing and being in, like I said, that kind of Christ, Jesus, Buddha energy, consciousness. Okay. Dialogue, action, passion, community. You're going to be bridging the gaps between communities. You're going to be creating very special spiritual communities where people can really do the work. They're showing me like an X-Men score for some reason. Like, this is how far your work will go, and it will be a legacy that you leave behind, where you are breaking down the systems of the old and creating systems of the new, so that people can really fully digest who and what they are. For some of you, the intelligence, the cosmic intelligence that's going to be given to you, people will understand what lineage, what bloodline, what solar system they come from. Now is the time for you to step forward and be seen. It's no longer a myth or a phase or a, I don't know if I'm using the right words, but it's time for you to really step forward and show the world. You really do need to believe in your trust in the guidance you are getting from spirit, the ancestors, the cosmic ancestors, the earthly ancestors. Like, it will sound again so far-fetched, okay, the path you are on, but it's to break down the systems of the old. Okay, it's very important. They're really showing like the schooling system and how ancient it is compared, when you compare what is happening in the world, and when you see the upgrades of children and just humanity, the consciousness that's coming through, the connections, the breaking down of certain veils, you know, the systems need to be brought up to date. So some of you are the torch bearers, the carriers to, again, knock down the walls of the old and bring them in. So now we've got here the Earth and Air card, right? And this is speaking on stabilization, physical integration. So the the spiritual upgrades that you're having, you're going to have to rest for a moment, okay? So that they can physically integrate into your body, for them to crystallize within your own DNA. Again, for you to be able to access them fully, to then go forward and teach others. Okay, so again, the mental clearing card is so important to come out of the mental prison that people have tried to place you in. And again, we've got the last cloak, again, the releasing of old identities. Okay, your magnificence is being realized, and how great it feels when you realize who the fuck you are. Right, we've got the joy of life card. So trust, open your hands, share and let go. Again, let go of the past, open up your hands to receive what is yours. Okay, trust the process. And on this card, we've got a phoenix and a golden goblet. Okay, and it's just pouring out this golden, beautiful elixir for life. Okay, and this is almost like the elixir the ancestors are pouring onto you. And once you're full, your cup is full, this elixir you'll be able to pour into others. Okay, so it is a very fair transaction that's taken place here. It's, and this type of energy is not for you to hoard onto. It's for you to share with others once you fully understand it. And it what's the word I'm looking for? Once you fully understand it and it becomes a part of you, you share it with the next one. Oh God, look again. We've got the initiation card again. So like we've had it, what, 5 or 6 times on this deck. Guys, if this isn't making you feel emotional or giving you the goosebumps, the truth bumps as I like to call them. If you're not getting this from this reading, I don't know. Like, initiation, so the deep trust, deep healing, reconnection with all. Okay, so for some of you, through this initiation process, the sound of water may be very important to you, or the sounds of dolphins and whales. So listening to that type of music when you're meditating, or even when you're falling asleep, there's something very special, euphoric, calming, peaceful. Okay, and remember, like, water is a messenger, so maybe this may help you to get the cosmic downloads that you need. It may be part of your process, okay, to really embrace this cosmic power that is being given to you. And then again, the phoenix again, whoo, the fire of transformation, and the golden heart is here. Radical purification, the violet flame, surrendering and resurrection. Whew. Listen, I feel like I'm on the verge of crying while I want to jump up and shout with, like, I'm hearing the word ecstasy, like your wildest dreams are coming true. It's going to feel so unbelievable. And it's the next card. Oh my God, it's synchronicity. Right, so you've got opportunities in divine timing, open to change, divine outcomes. And if you see the majestic woman that is on this card, like where she has embraced her dark and her light, and she's holding a seer's ball. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, the seer's ball. And she's in a beautiful blue cloak, and she's just got gold all around her, silver and gold. All right. And it literally looks like, again, water is surrounding her. So something very special about water as a way to access what is coming to you. Maybe you may have to intake the amount of water that you're drinking. You're going to have to speak life into your water so that it can cleanse and purify your inner being, your inner states. Ooh. Okay, let's go on to the tarot. And this is going to ground us, okay? We've done all the nice cosmic stuff. So, what do we need to know? Right. The things you need to work on, the things that you really need to take heed in. Again, we've got life experience card here. And it says, let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event could be taking place, or a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So, again, leave the old mentality, the old behind, okay? Leave the derelict building and now move into your palace, basically, all right? Clean out the cobwebs. You need to restructure and rebuild, okay? Again, planning. I don't know why they took me there. They're showing me like the plans for a house, okay? Where you're going to be rebuilding your house, your temple, your home, figuratively, and maybe even physically, materialistically. For some, you may be planning to build your own house because nothing out there is really hitting your requirements, and so you should. But for some of you who are where it's coming from a more spiritual perspective, let go of that old house. You don't belong there anymore. It's breaking down, it's derelict, and do you know what? You didn't even build it. This is the entrapment of what others have told you are, what you can and cannot do, all these restrictions, all the bullying, all that nastiness. Like, literally strike a match to it, burn it down so you can never return. And now you're going into building your own new temple. Okay, you need to build it, and you need to figure out the feng shui of it, and how do you want it to be on the inside and the outside. Okay, how are you going to show up to the world now? For some of you, I don't know why Spirit's telling me this, throw away those old raggedy clothes, do some retail therapy, think about the look you want, and now start to embrace that for yourself, because that old you is dead. Okay, you are birthing a new one, and you are in that gestational period where you're figuring it out, and Spirit is very, very proud of you. Okay. Next, we've got the Princess of Winter. Okay, so again, for some of you, there are parts of you that you cannot face, or you choose not to face because it's a lot. Now, You need to. There are certain things you have to face. You need to hear. You may have to speak out. That may be difficult for you at this moment, but you need to do it so you can free yourself from it, okay? So you, again, speak the truth to yourself and to others with kindness. I'm sure I said this earlier on, or maybe it was in the other reading. And again, the indigo child essence is here. So again, like these chosen ones, these alchemists, these anomalies, the ones who shouldn't be, you know, you're the one that everyone wants to see stuck all the time. They're the ones, oh, yeah, she'll never amount to anything. Oh, God, look at the choices she's made in her life or he's made in her life. Yeah, let's just see what happens next, yeah? For some of you, you have hidden yourself. You've gone into a hermit phase and you're like, yeah, I'm going to work on me. Fuck what everyone else is doing. I don't really give a shit anymore. You've centered yourself, okay? And Spirit is very proud of you. And there's a song that keeps on, I'm hearing bits and pieces of it and I can't remember it. It's that, and I don't even know who sang it. Is it something about rip me out the box because I'm feeling brand new? Like that's the energy that is giving right now, yeah? So where you've had to, you've stepped back, you've retreated, you've gone into hermit phase, you've been looking at yourself again, you're trying to understand your patterns, your behaviors so you don't repeat them. Yeah, you're having those very hard conversations with yourself to understand yourself on a deeper level. You're seeing where procrastination has been your biggest enemy and you're trying to fix that. And you are really going hard for yourself at this moment in time, okay? What else, please, Spirit? Okay, we've got the Prince of Winter. We've got a lot of winter cards coming out. Oh my God. But this is the stuff that's hidden that sometimes we don't always want to face, all right? But if we really want that quantum jump or that real life upgrade, we have to face the deepest, darkest parts of ourselves. And when we can do that, that's when we can be a shining example for others, okay? So here, there are going to be, and this is weird because there's going to be sudden and unexpected changes, okay? But this is for the greater good, all right? So you're going to have to seek out an intellectual solution to whatever this is, all right? So again, if you're realizing that procrastination appears to be your best friend but is actually your biggest enemy, you're going to have to plan. You're going to have to literally trick your body out of the state that it is so used to. You're going to have to trick yourself. I know this may sound away, but sometimes we're going to have to trick ourselves. Like if you're used to being unstructured, you're just taking the day as it comes and seeing what happens, then you're probably not going to get much done. And you're probably going to procrastinate and leave everything to the last minute. But if you start to now organize and put schedules in place and be like, right, this hour is dedicated to this, right? I'm making sure I'm eating, I'm working out, I'm doing business, I've got a bit of leisure time in my day. Like you're going to have to compartmentalize and really put into place and a structure what you need to do. And that's when you're going to start to see like, oh my gosh, I'm getting a lot done in a day now. Whereas before it felt like a struggle, okay? So I want to say act quickly with this. I think you've I don't want to say you've wasted time because a lot of your time has been in healing states where you've probably been bedrotting. That's a new word I've learned. Like you're bedrotting and you're just sitting down with all these ideas in your head. Now it's time to put these into action, okay? And the sooner the better, because the more you procrastinate and the more you stay in this lazy zone, nothing's really going to get done, all right? So Spirit's like, we see what's happening. We can see where you are heading. But in this moment, you need to act. You can't be doing wishful thinking. You have to get into action mode as well. Okay. What's next, please, Spirit? Okay. So we've got the Ace of Winter. So Spirit is saying, don't be deterred by challenges along the way. Okay. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately because you've got amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So again, you need to start getting into action like what the Prince of Winter was saying. You've got amazing ideas that need to be implemented. So you need to get structure and order. For some of you, I'm picking up on this is it Lyran energy? Lyran, vegan energy? White lions? Animals of the white. Some of you may need to research that. White lions, white tigers, and what their significance is. These are spiritual animals that are coming to help and aid you. They're also going to help you with your soul retrieval. They're going to help you to really understand who you are and what your lineage is about. Okay, some of you, you're getting information passed down. Remember I said to you the houses, the ancient houses that you're being initiated into. Okay, and for some of you, your I want to say your great-grandparents, but your great-grandparents or your grandmother, okay, was the next in line, and she's left something behind for you, but you have to unlock it within your own space, within your own heart space. Okay, you are her predecessor. And oh god, now they're giving me Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility, right? So you are the next in line to share. You know what it is, the day and time of your grandparents and your great-grandparents, they had to hide. They couldn't share their gifts with people. It was dangerous. Okay, right now where this world is a little bit more open and understanding, you can, and you're going to be very much protected. Okay, and just bear that in mind. Right, we've now got the Queen of Winter. Like I said, these winter cards are not messing around with us today. Okay, so again, double check in with yourself. The Queen wants to let you know you need to let go of people, places and things that no longer serve you. Okay, now is the time to focus on your career. Okay, so you really need to push through. Again, for the energy I'm picking up when it comes with the career is a lot of entrepreneurial skills. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but being an entrepreneur and building your own business, to have that freedom and flexibility that you need. Okay, really sit down and home in. So again, this kind of shows the planning that you need to be doing with your own life. Like, you need to be the manager of your own life and really start to plan things and put things into perspective and start to work on things and really like micromanage yourself and talk to yourself. Because if you, don't get me wrong, if there's a day where you're exhausted and you're tired and you just need to rest, do not beat yourself up on it. But if that rest day turns into the rest of the week and you know you've just hit a lazy phase, then you need to rough yourself up and say, yo, we're not doing this. We need to get up and do something. Do you understand? So that you're not defaulting back into old habits, because this is not the time and the space where you've got so much goodness and glory coming your way. Don't waste these opportunities, because you're going to have to wait for another cycle to come and pass you by before this energy hits you again. All right, so grab it with both hands. We now also have the 10 of Winter. I told you, these winter cards, right? Okay, so this is beautiful though. The 10 of Winter is showing the resolution of difficulty. So you are going to overcome this cycle, this, how can I explain it? The crap, the karmic releasing, right? The karmic board clearing. You are actively doing it. And this card is showing you that there is a resolution to it. You are doing the work, and whether you want to do it or not, Spirit's going to jump start, and then I heard drop kick as well. Spirit will drop kick you into yourself and make sure that you are no longer the old version of you, because it was never you in the first place. Okay, so a weight is going to be lifted off of your shoulder. Certain habits, sometimes we fall into habits we don't even realize. So for example, me, I don't really like fizzy drinks or sodas, right? And then there was a phase where I'm just like, oh, I need a soda, and I'm like, but this ain't me. But I just want it and I'm drinking it. I was like, no. And then one day I was just like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore because it's not me. Right? So if you can't pick up on these signals, Spirit will do it for you. And it won't even feel like a big deal. Okay? So again, an end of an era of addiction or codependency. So now you're going to, again, be micromanaging yourself, relying on yourself, not relying on outside sources to make you feel any kind of way. You are going to be your source of happiness. You're going to be your source of joy. You're going to be your source of empowerment. You are going to be the all for yourself. Okay? Now, this is a beautiful story that's unfolding here, because as soon as we've let go of everything, we've got the Chariot. The way I want to swear. The Chariot is here. So the success that comes from dedication and self-discipline. So this is so important for you. This karmic release, this karmic healing, the healing of your lineage, the boundaries, letting go of things that no longer serve. Okay. So, okay. I think I mentioned this in another reading. My great-grandmother smoked, my grandmother smoked, my dad smoked, I smoked. I picked up smoking from the age of 13, cigarettes, and then, the happy herb as well. Right? And then one day I was just like, I'm done. Like, I can't do this anymore. I'm just doing it because it's habitual, but it's not serving anything for me. Do you understand? And I just stopped, and I was like, wow. So when I'm speaking of, if you don't stop, spirit will make you stop, and it's not going to feel like a big deal. Trust me. And lo and behold, I really hope my children don't pick up this nasty habit. Do you understand? So it's like, once you start to implement the changes and you're affirming it, not just for yourself, but for your lineage, these changes will happen. Okay, you have to affirm it. So again, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. Some of you are going to be, I've said this before, you're going to be live and direct, center stage. You're going to be commanding and demanding a stage. Okay, you're going to have people listening to your story, your testimony, and you're going to be showing them, basically, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, but you're not going to do it in an obnoxious way. All right, because sometimes you do get those self-help gurus out there, and they'll emotionally get you tied in to whatever it is that they claim they've done, and then you want to be mentored by them, right? And then they hit you with the hefty price tag of their, and I'm just like, whoa, like, I've seen, sorry to go off topic here, I've seen people out there, right? And it's not just like mentors. There's people out there that will encourage you to go into debt to get their services. And I think that is morally, ethically wrong. So even though you're going to be out there, you're going to be giving your testimony of life, and you're going to be offering your services, you're going to be doing it in a very fair manner. You're not going to be charging like £20,000 for mentorship. I mean, you're going to rise the ranks where you can charge that, because the people you have around you are those type of people. But humble beginnings, dude, like, you don't need to be humble fucking beginnings. I think it's so extortionate sometimes what people do, and encouraging people to get into debt. Please don't be one of those little sharks. Yeah, please don't. I mean, I always say, know your worth and put your price tag to it, but let's not take the piss. You know what I mean? There's a fine line between that. If you're in circles with multi-billionaires and 20 grand's like £2, then charge them that. But for the everyday Tom, Dick and Harry, bro, come on. You understand? So let's be fair and humble in what we're doing and have humble beginnings, okay? Right. Okay, off the chariot now, we're going boom straight into the sun energy, right? So your plans are working out perfectly, okay? Amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. So for some of you, you're probably still working through the clearing of your karmic board and the karmic release. And for some of you that already have, and you're facing yourself like head on, because it's a you versus you thing right now, of really like knuckling down, and everything's going to fall into place, like the success, the finances, the abundance, the freedom, the love. Like I said, the whole premium life upgrade package is yours. Hey. And then we've got, guys, then we've got the king of spring, right? A financial windfall. So if you're staying true to yourself, you're doing that internal work, you're really engaging with the gifts that the Most High, the ancestors have given you, you're unlocking, you're planning, and you're laying down your foundation bit by bit, day by day, and you're fully submerged into it, you're going to get the windfall that you need, okay? And again, your leadership skills are needed now. So a lot of you, and an unexpected support of your cause. So again, really believe in yourself and really start to put yourself out there, okay? As a leader, as a mentor, as a coach, whatever it is, okay? As a teacher, like really step into it and know that this is you. This is who you are supposed to be. This is what you are, okay? And you're going to get support coming from left, right, and center. And again, for some reason, please don't be discouraged if your nearest and dearest friends and family do not support you, and they don't they kind of showing you I don't give a shit energy, okay? Because you know what? Sometimes our biggest supporters and our biggest people that help us out are perfect strangers who can just say, do you know what? I see the fire in that person, or you know what? I've been there and I've done that. Let me give them a helping hand, okay? So don't be discouraged. Just keep on pushing forward, because listen, like, the world literally is your oyster. It is all falling into place. And again, this is all because of you just being you and really understanding who you are and allowing your light to shine and not giving a flying fornication, yeah, for what others think of you anymore. You've been in that prison for way too long. Okay, right. What have we got next? You gotta be okay. We've got the Ace of Autumn, and again, a windfall of money, okay, or advice or assistance from others. Okay, so again, sometimes the windfall we need, again, it's just hand in hand. Like, the right people are going to come out from the right places. You may be getting sponsorships. People are just really supporting your cause, and like, we really believe in you. You're going to get funding. You're going to be doing fundraisers. Like, it's going to blow the up. It's going to blow up for you, and you're going to be sitting there like, huh? All of this from an idea, huh? Remember, I said to you, you are a walking gold mine. Like, you are that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, okay? So you need to tap into yourself and unlock what is in you so you can gift the world with what you have, and the world will gift you back, baby, okay? Yeah, so I don't even know if I want to pull any more cards, but this reading has been a journey. So just stay on the right path. Like, it's all falling in place for you. And the biggest obstacle you're going to have to overcome is your own mind space, okay? And for a lot of you, you've been working on that, you're really on your healing journey. It's always a healing journey. There's no end to it, okay? We go through things, we glow through things, okay? And well done, guys. Like, this type of, I don't even know, the amount of initiations that came out. Some of you may even be being initiated into sacred and secret orders in your sleep, and you don't even realize it. Some of you who are, dare I say, lucid dreaming or having dreams of being in other places. Some of you are astral travelers, okay? And this is why sometimes you may wake up feeling exhausted, even though you may have had your 8 hours of sleep. You are visiting different places, past, present, future, different solar systems, Milky Ways, galaxies, and you are actually weaving and helping to build new structures. And now you're realizing, to a certain extent, you've done it before, and now you're going to do it here on this planet called Earth, okay? Dare I say, it feels like a takeover that is about to happen, because these dare I say, reptilian people, I think that's the nicest way I can put it, are trying to just tighten the noose around our necks. Like, living is almost damn near impossible. Everything, the tax system, everything is just getting ridiculous. The price of the cost of living is just like, what do you want, gas or food? Do you want electricity or food? Like, you're having to choose to what you want, and it shouldn't have to be like this, okay? So the systems that you've helped to build across the planets, like, you're coming together. Like, you're going to be in the right place at the right time with the right people, okay? And you're going to be implementing things that are actually going to help restore this planet back, okay? Everything that is happening now is a way for the rich to stay rich, and they just want to, don't be surprised if they start to tax us for the fucking air we breathe. Like, it's that ridiculous. Like, oh, you took 10 breaths today, that's £10. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, and it really, I don't want to get into politics because it really pisses me off, but we are the weavers of the new world. Okay, so really work on yourself, like, break away from the illusions and the bondage that this planet has tried to put you in. They've only done it because they really understand you are a strong one. You are a warrior. You are a soldier. Okay, you're here to break down the bullshit. Okay, so really work on yourself, really implement what you need to implement to go through your initiations, embrace the light codes, embrace the awakening that's happening for you, and step up. Okay, for some of us chosen ones, it's time for us to be able to be in a position where we are abundant. So therefore, money can help us change the resources that will be more beneficial. Okay, so don't sit on your gift, don't sit on your power. Like, like get like just like feel that energy, like feel that passion, and just don't stop. Like go and get it. Don't stop. Get it. Do you understand? Like really be who you're supposed to be so you can make these massive changes. That's really, really needed, guys. Anyway, I feel like I've been nattering on. I love you guys, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace, love, and light. Bye.